So Braden helped me put a deck on my greenhouse this weekend. Andy's been working on his garage, and he put his garage on hold long enough to come help me get the greenhouse totally closed in so that I had somewhere to start my seeds. The deck's not completely necessary, but it's something I really wanted because I have green stalks, which are vertical planters, and they have to be totally level or they don't water correctly. So I don't really have a good place for them. My front porch, neither of my porches get good sun. The front porch has a big tree in front of it, and I love my big tree, so we needed a new place for the green stalks. So this was a new place for them. But Braden helped me build the frame, and then I'm glad he was there because it was so heavy. The 2x6s were really wet. And once we built the frame, he had to help me lift it up and get it to where it was somewhat level. And then we ended up having to be somewhere later that evening, so I didn't get to finish it that day. So I came out the next morning and started on the legs. I made the ground as level as I could, and then used the pavers that hold a 4x4 perfectly, and then just leveled up the legs and screwed them in that way. Andy brought me up some lag bolts from down at the garage where he was working and told me where I needed to put them. And then we kind of talked about where I was going to put the splits in my deck boards. I bought poly deck boards from a special order return, and there were 9 of them. And it ended up being exactly enough. I had a half of a board left by the time I was done, and it went like with perfect spacing right up against the door of the greenhouse. So it couldn't have worked out better. But I got those boards for $10 a piece, and they were originally $35, so it was too good of a deal to pass up. This part took forever. Doing the deck screws, I had to drill 2 holes every 16 inches on every board and then put the screws in, and it took so long. Luckily, my neighbor David came over and let me borrow his drill. One of the batteries had died that I was using, so I was having to switch the battery back and forth between the 2 drills that I was using. So when he brought his over, it made it go a lot faster than it was going at the time. Still took forever, but it went a lot faster. It was really windy that day, but it was super nice the first half of the day. It was about 59, 60 degrees. And where I was moving around, that was pretty warm until the sun started to go down and the wind was really whipping. So I had to go get a jacket. I was using the head of a hoe to make my spacing. It worked perfect. I mean, I just use what I have. Here I realized I was working on the last couple boards and trying to figure out how I was going to fit that last one in. I thought I was going to have to rip them down in order to make it fit. And once I realized that I could cut a couple more inches off of the metal, it fit perfect. That's what I just decided to do. So I went and got the grinder and cut the metal up where I needed it to be so that the boards would slide underneath it. I should have let Andy do the metal work because I definitely didn't do a great job. I mean, it looks fine. It's not a big deal, but he's the metal guy, not me. I started to run out of screws towards the end, so the last couple boards only have screws in the ends and in the middle, and then I went and got new screws yesterday, so it was just too cold to work on it yesterday, so I'll try to get it done today. Here's the finished product. Tonka approves. I'm so proud of it. It looks awesome. It's exactly what I wanted. I was hoping to get my green stalks planted yesterday, but it was just so cold. So I'll do a full tour of the greenhouse once I get my green stalks planted, or at least up on the deck, and the table and chairs that I got to put on there. I haven't done a tour of the greenhouse, so I need to do that anyways. But hopefully in the next couple days. It's really cold today and tomorrow, so I hope to post another video soon. Thanks for watching.